okay, well, we don't have a arrival date. We can't see like, okay, I know that if I do this for 10 years, it's not even about enduring the process for 10 years. No, you have to endure the process of the business, of the marriage, of the climbing the corporate ladder. And what that process includes, you have to be ready for. You got to be ready for those moments that you just may be tired and be okay with resting so that you don't get tired of it and abort it. Because, like Jay said, you give up before you could be right there, but because we don't have that time stamp, you didn't gave up and you could have been where you've been imagining yourself this whole entire time. So, purpose, plan, process, promise. I couldn't help it.
Listen, and when you can't put a date on it, I'm getting churchy, y'all. Put your faith on it. Listen to what I'm saying.
Wait a minute.
When
Wait, pause.
put a date on it.
Pause. What was that post that you made the other day? I'm like, I can't even.
I don't know what I said.
Unblessable. Something about being unblessable.
Oh, yeah. I said something like the acronym for God opens doors is God. If that don't bless you, you unblessable.
Listen, you in that box right now. Look, I cannot.
Listen, I can get
past.
this. What people don't understand. I be telling Tiff, if I got churchy, like I'm telling y'all, like if I actually got, like if I wanted to be churchy, I'll blow up because that's what people want. People like churchy, you know what I'm saying? But when you can't put a date on it, put your faith on it. Now let me get this churchy message out so we can wrap this up. The problem with us is what you just said, Toya. We need a date. We want to see, all right, yeah, 9 months, this, da. All right, yeah, if I do this for this long, da. And the problem with all of that is that God wants to test your faith at times. He wants to take you outside of the box of you know exactly what's going to happen. And I'm telling you this, though, about faith, the crazy thing about it. I tell people all the time, direction is far more important than speed. I'm at a point in my life, Toya, and I hit a wall this year. I talked about it on the show. I had my ups and downs. I needed some rest, right? All of the things we talking about today are things we've experienced ourselves, and that's why we are so passionate about it. But I'm telling you this, like the thing that's crazy about it is when you get rest and get that second win and you can keep going, you become more dangerous than you was the first time. So it's like by not quitting when I hit my wall this year, now I'm like, ooh, I be feeling faith. That's the crazy thing about it. Faith becomes tangible when you endure towards beyond a certain point. And it's like right now, I'm like, ooh, I feel it. Ooh, I don't know what, I don't know when, but ooh, I feel it. Why? Because I know I'm going in this direction. I know that I've been faithful to the plan, to the strategy, to what God has called me to do. And when you can answer yes to those type of questions, you just like, ooh, it's just a matter of time. My almost, and this is what I say, and I'll give you the last word. My almost is going to count. And so the reason that I don't quit, the thing that keeps me going, even if I get tired, okay, cool, I'm tired. I need to adapt, evolve, get endurance, whatever I got to do, rest. But I'm not going to quit. I'm telling you, because of the quality of work that I've put in for 10 to 12 years now. I'm now starting to talk in decades when I could say, all right, I just gave this 10 years of something. And so you can't just look at one little result that somebody has, one piece of fruit, and understand all their roots and every seed that was planted. I've planted so many seeds. I've laid so many roots that it's like, if I quit right now, like I have too much to lose, even in my faith. Even I've planted too many good seeds not to keep going and watch them grow. And so for me, it's like, oh no, this almost is going to count because I'm going to keep going. But if I quit and give up, then now I'm saying the last 10 to 12 years of my life, all the effort, I need the answer to that, Jermaine. I need the answer to him. Yo, why didn't you keep going what I started?
I'm rolling my eyes at you. So for those of you who are listening to this, I am rolling my eyes at him. And I'm saying that because those seeds, man, it takes me back to it's not about you. I mean, once you and that's a hard concept to live by, that what you do, the goal that you're striving for, it's not even about you. You're put in that place to go after the goal, but it's really for the people who are watching you, believing that they can't reach their goal. And so when you sit back and you think, man, if I give up on this pursuit, if I give up on this journey, your girl been rocking out with Chase Gray University for 10 years, okay? If I give up now, all of the seeds that I planted could wither and die. Really?
And I'm gonna take it further. Ooh, I gotta say this before we go. Here's the deeper part. Sometimes the seeds that you've planted are so important that they not gonna die just because you quit. God is just gonna give them to somebody else, or somebody gonna come in. Let me tell you something. Y'all know one of my favorite movies is The Founder, about the McDonald's story, and it's a lot of pros and cons to dissect in that movie with Ray Kroc and how people might feel about him, or he did some shady things. But here's the one thing I will say. Those McDonald brothers started that business. So first, thank you, McDonald's brothers, even though, you know, whatever. I don't talk good or bad about businesses too much. So I just say thank you to the McDonald brothers. I've had McDonald's in my life. Imagine the impact of their seed and their idea. If these two brothers don't start a restaurant, however many years ago that was, you ain't eating a double cheeseburger. You're not taking your kid to get nuggets today, because they didn't just create the restaurant. They created the process for fast food. The whole idea of getting a burger and do the whole system for fast food. So just think about how important that seed is. But let me take it a step further. When they got tired of and they lost vision and weren't willing to keep it going, somebody else came in and took it and made it bigger than they ever could have. So the thing with me is like this. My almost is going to count. I'm going to keep going because I refuse to let God use somebody else in my lifetime to take inspire God's people somewhere that I was tired of taking it.
Man.
Because oh God, I'm tired of this. I got we up to 206 YouTube subscribers. We was in the hundreds just, a month or two ago, whatever. My point is, I understand that I can't get tired of, because it's bigger than me. It's about who's going to experience their purpose years from now, just like you experiencing a 4-piece nugget and a McChicken because somebody else had an idea years ago. There are things that God is giving you right now, seeds that are being planted, that is going to bless other people. And if you look at the entire Bible, that's how it was written. It was written